Welcome to another Olde Battle Reps 40k report. This time it's going to be my Custodes versus Custodes, as people call them.
Yeah, we don't like it when they call it that either.
Versus the Pride of Caliban, Ninth Legion, Dark Angels, which Dan has painted up, and that's pretty much, I think they're all fully painted now, so we've got two fully painted armies.
I think probably for the first time ever we've got two
Yeah, I think
actually completely fully painted, not a single model unpainted on them.
Yeah.
And also we painted ourselves as well.
Yeah. So there's going to be a bit of noise in the background because the boiler's going and some other stuff, so apologies for that. So it's a cleanse and capture, straightforward, just 3 cards per turn game. 2,500 points for taking big armies. This is pretty much...
Well, yours doesn't look that big.
This is pretty much all of the models we've got for both armies, right? Because this is the only model I'm not taking is one.
I've got a few more Dark Angels, but they're unpainted.
Okay, I've got one Terminator that I'm not taking, and that's all my Custodes. So yeah, we'll just go over the armies and we'll come back to you. Okay, so my Custodes, we'll start over here. A unit of 3 guard, 2 spears, 1 sword and shield. Another 3 guard. That is a shield captain with a 3+ invulnerable. Got a land raider because I basically had to take it to make a bigger army. And inside the land raider is Trajan and a custodian guard squad, the same as that squad. Coming over here, I've got a Vexilla Magnifica, I think it is, with a -1 aura, -1 to hit aura. 4 bikes with Hurricane Bolters, Warlord with Victory of the Blood Games, and the Aura Aquilis. And then this is 3 bikes with salvo launchers. Oh, and Warlord's got Hurricane Bolters, and the other guy's got salvo launchers. So that's 2,500 points of Custodes. Doesn't seem like a lot. So let's have a look at the Dark Angels. Come around here for the Dark Angels, Caliban's Pride of Caliban, Ninth Legion.
I should have called them the Ninth Chapter rather than the Ninth Legion. I have to change that to the Ninth.
They're now called the Ninth Chapter.
The Ninth Legion, because the legions, each Space Marine chapter is a legion, isn't it?
I don't know much about it. We'll just mention now, so Dan's not bringing any Psychers because he hasn't painted up Librarian yet.
Yeah, that's purely the reason. Because normally you would bring Psychers against Custodes because you get the mortal wounds out. But I wanted to field a definitely just entirely painted army.
Yeah.
And I haven't got a painted Psyker. I've got a Primaris Psyker and I've got a Primaris Librarian and a non-Primaris Librarian. Although eventually I want the army to be, well, all the troops to be either Primaris or Terminator. I don't really want any tactical squads at all.
Yeah, I agree. That's the way to go. Yeah.
And they're clearly going to bring out a lot more Primaris. At this point we're speaking now, which is middle of February 2019, there's already, from Las Vegas Open, there's new Primaris models coming out.
Is it?
Yeah, there's new Primaris Scouts.
Oh, nice. Primaris Scouts. Cool.
So at least that's what I think now, anyway.
Oh,
but anyway, so what I've got...
Start up here.
Okay, start there. So I've got 5 Intercessors with bolt rifles, 5 Hellblasters with the normal plasma incinerators, Vindicator, and I can't remember if I gave it more than just the cannon on it. Find it on the list. Nope, just plain Vindicator, nothing else. Dreadnought with twin las cannon and Stormbolter. Yep, Stormbolter. I've got Lieutenant with Wizardwig Power Sword pistol. Master and Gavis armor, again, it comes as it is, big fisty thing. Power sword. Trias Predator. I think that's it. Hasn't got anything else on it, I don't think.
It's not got the dozer thing. Don't even know what that does.
You can't give it anything, that's just part of the model.
Right.
Then I got Landspeed of Vengeance with an assault cannon. So this is the Plasma Storm Battery. This is a Nephilim jet fighter, which has got the Avenger Mega Bolter. 2 heavy bolters, I would say. Yeah, twin heavy bolter and the Storm Strike missiles, I think they're called.
Cool.
Another 5 intercessors down there, again with bolt rifles. The big guy, Storm Raven, WYSIWYG, so he's got twin assault cannon, storm track missile launchers, typhoon missile launchers at the front, and hurricane bolters. Inside that is 5 Deathwing Terminators with just Champion's got a power sword, the other ones have all got power fists, storm bolters and one of them's got an assault rifle. And there's also a dreadnought in there as well, all being carried by that, which is my flamer dreadnought. It's a twin heavy flamer and a heavy flamer. With a dreadnought plus combat weapon. Oh, and there's a master in there, sorry. It's a standard Dark Angels master who's got, I believe I've given him something weird, like a combi plasma, even though he's not actually holding it. Well, combi flamer, okay, and a power sword. And then down here I've got my 3 land speeders. That's a unit of land speeders, because I don't think they get extra move if you have 3 of them. They're WYSIWYG. All head bolters, because you have to have head bolters. 2 with assault cannons. They're not twin.
Right.
I had to get bits in various places. And Typhoon missile launcher, and I got 3 Inceptors with the assault bolters in deep attack reserve as well.
Cool. Okay, so as I said before, cleanse and capture. Got the objectives. They're pretty. I don't think there's any hidden away. You got 4, 6, 3's over there. 1 in the middle, 2 on top of that building with these scouts there.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I've got 5 scouts with sniper rifles and camo cloaks.
And then 5 is over there. Right, so we've already rolled off and Custodes got +1, they got the first turn. So we'll come back to you in a bit. Okay, so my objectives, scour the skies. Well, it's got flyers, but they're way too far away for me to be able to threaten this turn. No prisoners, just destroy an enemy unit, and war zone secure. Score 1 victory point at the end of the turn if you hold at least 3 objective markers. Can't get to 3, there's 1 there. You can get to that one, but then the others are too far away.
Yeah.
Cool, right, so my turn 1. Okay, so my movement, just basically gone forward with most of the guys. Because of the buildings and stuff, I can't, the bikes don't have that many options. That's about as far as I can go. I don't want to go right forward and risk the dreadnought locking them up in combat, I don't know. These guys have come forwards a bit. But yeah, pretty straightforward there. So there's my shooting phase. Okay, so end of my shooting phase. Basically all the melter bikes shot at the Vindicator and blew it up.
They blew it up? Yeah,
no, the bikes took most of its wounds, and then my Warlord did the last 2 wounds. Yeah. Hurricane bolter bikes and some other people shot. The Hellblasters and killed 3. And then Land Raider, it got 4 hits against the Predator, but only 1 wound. Even with the CP reroll, only got 1 wound. So I did like 4 wounds to it, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else shot. Oh, these guys tried to kill the scouts and they couldn't. So that's the end of my turn 1. So what do I score? I get no prisoners, 1 VP, and I guess I get first blood, don't I? Because we're playing an old.
It's not called first blood anymore. It's called
first strike in your first turn. Yeah, that's it. So
I don't know if that's because we're using.
Did that replace?
I think it's replaced first blood.
Cool.
I think it does because chapter approved.
I think it's better doing that way anyway, because it seems
so
to
kill something in your first turn. You get.
It gives a really unfair. Like whoever gets the first turn is going to kill a unit. So why do they get an extra VP for that? It should just be if you kill your first turn. So anyway, I get 2 VPs at the end of that turn. So Dan's turn 1 objectives: secure objective 5, which is right there, and there's his eye. Supremacy, which is control
3 objectives.
And secure objective 1. Score 1 if you control marker 1, but they won't be able to get that. And Supremacy, you get D3. Custodes have got 1, it's exactly the same, but you only get 1. It's a bit weird. This one I've got, which is.
It's because no one likes Custodes.
I like Custodes, so you're wrong.
I don't care.
Score 1 victory point if you hold at least 3. Yeah, weird. Okay, Dark Angels, turn 1 movement. The 2 flyers have come right round next to that squad. Land speeders have come up to claim objective 5. The big land speeder's gone to the middle to get into the
reroll
bubble. It's got warlords behind that ruin. Hellblast have done the same. They've gone towards middle. About it, I think. Yep. On to shooting because there's no psychic.
No psychic. No.
Okay, so end of Dark Angel's turn. Into shooting phase as well. So basically, pretty much everything fired. Tried. Well,
so these guys all fired at them.
Took 2 wounds on a bike there.
Which these guys did.
Yeah, the bolters. Yeah.
He did nothing at all. He did nothing at all.
Basically, the Predator, because of the -1 to hit, did try to take out the Land Raider, but
yeah, they did nothing at all. All of these fired at those guys, did nothing at all. Then I fired that at them and did a couple of wounds.
This is the
at the 3 guys there.
3 guys there.
Never Jet Fighter fired at them, did like 1 wound. Storm Raven fired everything at them, so 2 Storm Attack missiles, 12 assault cannon shots, 24 Hurricane bolters, 2 Typhoon missile launchers, did I think 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Scouts fired at them, did nothing at all.
Then this big guy.
And then thankfully, this guy redeemed all these idiots and finished them off.
Yeah, so they're gone.
So I did get first
right
shot.
at the end. Right, I
the
thought they were going to
phase.
survive.
Yeah,
There were still 2 left as well.
I wanted to fire him at
Yeah.
someone else. I rolled badly for my shooting, and you rolled very well for your saves.
Yeah, really well. But you still got
I
5
got 5
points.
because I got Supremacy, Secure 5, and First Strike.
Yeah.
And I rolled 2 for my Supremacy, so
It's
I got 5 points.
5-2 at the moment. And I mean, losing that squad, they're way more expensive than the tank that I blew up. So it just feels a bit disheartening to just kill 3-foot guys with all these people.
Yeah, because the things I've got a lot
did
more
roll
shooting
really well.
and didn't do very much.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. You should have easily wiped them out and then gone on to kill some of these as well.
Yeah.
And probably wouldn't, you didn't wound the land. I think you got 3 hits on land. No hits.
I got like
one hit and no wounds. Yeah.
Even with a reroll, which I got back.
Yes, you got the command point back. So that's the end of turn 1. On to turn battle round 2. Okay, end of my shooting phase. That was pretty rubbish shooting phase. I know I haven't got loads of shooting because you just can't have that much. But the Land Raider did nothing. Tried to shoot the Storm Raven but didn't do any wounds. These bikes killed like 2 intercessors over there. There's nothing else really for them to shoot at.
Yeah.
The melters did 2 wounds to the
4 wounds.
4 wounds to that.
Or they did some, and then your shield cap over there.
Yeah, so they've still got like 5 wounds left, right?
And you killed the Hellblasters.
Finish off the Hellblasters, but there's only 2 guys left of them. So yeah, just a bit crappy shooting phase. So charge phase. I realised I forgot to shoot the Terminator, so I've quickly done that. They did really well. They should probably have killed this Predator. But they just rolled badly to wound at the last bit, but they did 5 wounds to it. So. Okay, so end of my charge phase. The bikes all got in on the Nephilim Jet Fighter. Terminators did well. They rolled a 9 for their charge to get in, finish off their Predator. I made a charge against both of these units with these bikes, and my Warlord got in on the Intercessors. Yeah. Okay, so end of the combat phase. These guys obviously just completely murdered the Nephilim Jet Fighter. It was just massive overkill. And same with the Terminators. They only do 2 wounds, so I didn't bother rolling all their attacks because they killed the Predator easily. Over here, I did take out because I charged both the Dreadnought and the Landspeeder. Did take out with 1 guy into the Landspeeder, did it. Dreadnought not so good, only did like 3 wounds, and then I lost a guy in return. Over here, killed a couple, took nothing in return. So that's what it looks like. End of my turn 2. I get Scour the Skies for 1. I've not got 3 objective markers, and started to defend objective 1. So yeah, so just 1 point. All right, so let's see what you've got in your objectives first of all. This is your turn 2. 3, 2.
2, yeah.
Secure objective 1, Blood and Guts, and defend objective 6. 6 is over
right in the middle
there. Yeah, it's difficult.
Challenge.
So
I'll discard that, to be honest.
movement. These guys deep struck on top of this building, which was awesome. These guys got out the Storm Raven. We got 5 Terminators, a Master, and a Dreadnought. Storm Raven flew over here intercessors over there fell back. Got some characters and Mordor come around to finish off the bikes. That's it. So we're partway through the shooting phase, but we just want to we'll summarise it in full at the end, but this is the hit roll using my dice for some reason.
Better than mine.
Yeah, they are from the Hurricane Bolters on the Storm Raven against my Vexler, even with -1 to hit. That is a lot of hits.
18 hits.
18 hits. 24 shots, 18 hits. Okay, at the end of the shooting phase, the Storm Raven really didn't do that well. I mean, he got a lot of hits against this guy. I did 3 wounds to him. He's still got 2 left. Did nothing to Land Raider. It spit its fire. Fired its big guns at the Land Raider.
Yeah, the big missile now. It either missed or didn't wound.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing else. I lost 2 bikes to combined shooting from all these guys. Lost 2 bikes, so not a great shooting phase really. And these guys did 1 wound, I think, to the bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's tough when you're fighting units that have all got 2 +8 even.
Yeah, but I mean, you just didn't. I didn't have to make that many saves this turn. Yeah.
Still didn't do very well.
Yeah. So charge phase. Okay, so charge end of the charge phase. I did.
Do I want to try and charge? No.
Who else?
No, sorry,
no. I did unflinching because he charged the bikes and got a lot of hits on the Terminators, but only did 1 wound. So he charged the Dreadnought, Master, and Terminator into them. They all made it just about. And over here, his characters have gone into my bikes.
Yep.
Right, so it's charge phase. All these units, Dreadnought, Master, and Terminators, easily got in, or just about got in on the bikes actually. Dreadnought was a close thing. Characters got in on the bikes over here, and that's all the charges. Okay, so it's the end of the fight phase. Pretty brutal over here. Lost both my bikes to the Terminators, but the Shield Captain survived, and he's got Defend Objective 1, which is here, Defend Objective 1. Over here, another bike died, and one's got 1 wound left, and he did nothing in return. I think this guy did a couple of wounds to the Captain. And that was it. So it's on to my turn 3. At the end of battle round 3, Dark Angels are winning 6 points.
2. That's how you turn 2.
Oh, yeah, at the end of battle round 2. Sorry, Dark Angels are winning 6 points to 5. Because he got Blood and Guts that turn as well. Yep. Okay, so my turn 3. Disembarked from the Land Raider. Trajan's gone up there with some guard. Fell back with bike that was in combat and moved my Warlord up there. Fell back with this guy to claim that objective. Move these guys round. And Terminator's coming over there. My objectives that I drew, I've got Supremacy. Still got Warzone Secure and Hold the Line. Not going to get Hold the Line, but I could get Supremacy and Warzone Secure. So that's my movement. Okay, so shooting. Didn't do much really. The Terminator took a couple of wounds off the Dreadnought. Killed a Terminator over here. Finished off the Intercessors with various things. And did 5 more wounds to the Storm Ravens. It's taken 6 wounds, and that's about it. Last canister rubbish again from the Land Raider. Okay, into the charge phase. Didn't suffer anything from Overwatch, and these 3 guys got in on the Terminators, and then everyone, basically Terminators against Dreadnought, and then everyone else's charges Warlord, and this guy's just Dreadnought as well. Yeah. Okay, so the end of combat. Everyone over here died. Trajan didn't have to fight twice either. So everyone's dead, and these guys actually killed I didn't think they'd wipe out the Terminators, but as soon as
they've only got a 5 of inbound.
Yeah, so you take them down to 5 plus inbound. You didn't think you really made any inbounds either, did you?
No, I made a couple, but
yeah. So those 3 wiped out the Terminators. So I've got Slay the Warlord up to 6. I've got Warzone Secure because I've got 3 objectives, which is 7, and then Supremacy, which is D3. Roll that now. So that'd be 7 plus
3, so 10.
Up to 10. Okay, that's the end of my turn. So Dark Angels, turn 3 movement. These guys just moved up. These all stay still because they only get their re-rolls. And the Storm Raven has flown over that way. Okay, into shooting phase. Storm Raven, I think it killed that bike.
Killed that, and it killed that guy.
And it killed the last guy over there.
Who took all the shots from all the land speeders and everything.
He tanked everything until then.
Yeah.
The Dreadnought did a wound to the Shield Captain. I had to CP to save another one, but he's down to 3 wounds remaining. Scouts did a mortal wound, so he's down to 3. I think they did like nothing again.
Yeah, all at 1 wound.
Yeah. Right, so that's the end of shooting.
Yeah. Charging.
Okay, so in charging, the Master, he's there somewhere, a little tiny guy, and the Dreadnought, and these guys all got in on shield captain over there. That was it, right? There's no one else. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so end of turn, battle round 3. The dreadnought killed my guy, and he got a 3+ invuln. Squished his head, and that was the only combat. So the end of that turn, Dan gets two more points.
Yeah, 1 for secure 1 and 1 for advance.
So it's 8 points to Dark Angel so far, and I've got 10. Yeah. So it's on to turn 4. Okay, so I've got secure objective 2, which I can't find. Where the hell is objective 2? It must be up here. No, it's up there. God damn it. Secure objective 2, I pretty much can't get that, I don't think. No. So I can't kill them and get up there. Got Crusher Resistance. Dan chose this objective over here, which is 5, and I can't reach that. And Hold the Line I can't get because I'm too slow and too far away. So I don't think I can score any objectives this turn. Dan's got Defend 5, so I need to kill these. There's no way I can do that, I don't think, but we'll try. We'll see. Okay, so my movement, basically I've got a blob of people left here, so they just moved over this way, because the only thing that matters really is trying to kill the land speed to stop him getting. I mean, he could get other objectives this turn, I know, but I don't know. Anyway, that's what. So shooting was just awful. Everything they could shoot at these guys, shot them, and I didn't even kill one. It's got like a wound left, I think.
Yeah. Killed 5 scouts.
The Terminators couldn't really get around to see them, but everything else tried. Killed the 5 scouts, and then charged the 3 Inceptors with my Warlord and killed them. So I'm still on 10 points. And so Dan's on 10. Yeah. So it's time for him to draw his cards.
I might do my shooting to see.
Well, doing infecting things is end of the game. So, yeah. So that's the. Well, basically, Dan's just drawn his objective cards and done his movement. So basically, he's got
secure 2, secure 5, and secure 1. That's literally 2, 5, and 1.
2, 5, 1.
The most convenient card I could possibly have drawn.
So he gets. There's nothing obviously he can do about that because it's just his movement phase. So he moves there. They ran to get that one. So he scores 3 points this turn, regardless of whether even if he doesn't kill anyone. And it's very late now. It's like 1 o'clock. So we're going to call the game there. 13-10 to Dark Angels. Just pulled out of the bag at the end.
Yeah.
Just basically, I thought, oh, I've probably got it in the bag, but then got crappy objectives. They're really bad. Secure, I couldn't get any of them. Yeah. For some reason, I kept Hold the Line. It was a big mistake. I don't know. I forgot to get rid of it. And then opposite happened over here. Good objectives. It shows I can really swing right at the end. Just keep hanging in there.
Yeah, I mean, I think even if we kept playing, I think I actually would now be within more of a chance. Because,
it's definitely looking a lot better.
Because, I mean, they wouldn't do anything, but they can all fire.
So, yeah.
And they've still got,
wobbly model.
Like, yeah. So, I mean, he would just flame that guy, and they'd probably both. I wouldn't charge him, to be fair.
I don't think you'd kill my Warlord, but
no. Well, he's got Dreadnought combat weapon.
3+ invuln that can reroll.
Two wounds through, and he's dead.
It's 7 wounds. 3 wounds.
Oh, okay. No, I'll flame him first.
Yeah, you definitely.
It'd be interesting. I mean, I would take some wounds off him. Basically, they'd all fire probably at the troops down there.
Yeah.
He'd fire normally at the land raider and probably fight other things. I probably would kill a couple of guys, and then you're down to very unmovable people.
That's the thing.
Like,
so
let's say, I can't shoot these guys at him because he's a character, but if I did manage to, even if I just tie him up here, he's kind of stuck, and he's your only. These guys are just waddling around over here.
He can move, leave combat, he can't charge anyone else.
I mean, these guys then are just. Yeah.
It's interesting how suddenly my mood changed a bit, because at the end of last turn I was like, oh, I've killed all these people, so I've got all these guys left, what's going to do now? And suddenly it's like, oh, hang on, they're all really slow, Terminators can't go anywhere, can't do anything anyway, never kills anything. They're just foot soldiers, they've got 1 biker left, suddenly I need to get objectives that I can't reach, and I can't score any points. So it's really mad how that happened at the end. And pretty cool, actually, how it suddenly swung around.
It's quite
So it's victory for Dark Angels.
Yeah.
Cool. And even if it went on, I think, like you said, they're in a much more of a chance now, I think. It's probably looking more favouring the Dark Angels, definitely, I think. Especially because this guy's still at full.
He's done 6 wounds, but...
He's not bracketed yet, I think, is he? So,
cool. Yeah, they're a really interesting game, actually. Because if that's good. One either way, it's one of those games as well. It's like, if I'd got first turn, how different would it have been? If I'd got all the shots off with my Predator, and the Vindicator didn't even get a shot off because he killed at turn 1.
Yeah.
Like, if I'd got shots off with that kind of thing,
Because you were really unlucky with your Predator's first round of shooting.
Yeah, like if I got a round of shooting
Didn't get another one after that.
move,
Yeah.
I mean, I basically, if I'd got turn 1, I would have aimed everything at your Land Raider.
Yeah, but you were trying to kill it. You just were really unlucky. You should have killed Land Raider probably.
Although, in hindsight, the best thing actually is to target the bikes. Because they're the most maneuverable thing. In this kind of game, the best thing is to target the bikes.
Yeah, I think so. Kill a couple of bikes is a much less of a threat. I mean, you saw like 2 bikes, they couldn't kill a Dreadnought. 4 bikes will murder a Dreadnought, but...
Yeah. I think against Custodes, well, first of all, I don't think tanks are a very good idea because you've got so much melter available.
There's a lot of melter available, but generally, I mean, I don't use that much melter. I think in general, people use the Hurricane bolts a lot more. So I had 4 melter shots. Right. And normally I wouldn't take a Land Raider because they're rubbish. So, well, not rubbish, but because they came down a lot in points. But it's the 10-inch move is just not enough, especially when you've got a Storm Raven that can come right over here and drop people off.
Yeah, Land Raider can still move further than normal Custodes model can.
It can move further, but I want to spend 400 points to move an extra 4 inches.
No,
that's literally what it is.
Because it kills that venerable Land Raider.
It's good because it hits on 2s. It's pretty nice.
I mean, it gives you some long range, high damage firepower.
Yeah. They're definitely lacking in this army, which makes it for that.
Yeah, that's when you need to buy some of those Dreadnoughts.
Yeah, the Forge World stuff looks awesome. Because this is a luxury in this army because we're playing 2,500 points. In a 2,000 point list, you lose so much for taking a Dreadnought, I think. Yeah. Custodes.
You're not Land Raider.
Yeah, that's a later.
I like this list I've got though. Yeah. It's a very rounded list.
Yeah.
I think if I was playing competitively against Custodes,
different Psychers,
I would definitely take like 3s. I'd take all my characters would probably be Psychers. If I was really just trying to pound you, all my characters would be Psychers. Yeah. Either just cripple you from range with various things, but also just smite the hell out of you.
Yeah.
I would also take a lot more troops and less. Like I probably still would take tanks. I'd take loads of Hellblasters.
Yeah, you definitely want lots of plasma.
It's harder to kill loads of Primaris.
Yeah.
And loads of... If I had a unit of 10 Hellblaster shots, if I overcharge them and weapon the Dark Age and I fire that at...
Each one that goes through kills a Custodian.
Yeah,
3
each
damage.
One kills a Custodian.
Yeah.
And either fire them with bikes, that's... if you're with that rapid fire range, that's 20 shots. I could probably have them near something rerolling 1s to hit.
Yeah.
So 3s rerolling 1s. Near a lieutenant, 3s rerolling 1s.
Yeah.
-3 damage. They'll wipe out a unit of bikes.
Very.
I probably wouldn't overcharge against bikes. There's no point because they've got 4 wounds.
Yeah.
But still, the same thing still applies.
Yeah.
It would still be 20. You're looking at 18 hits. 13 wounds, you're doing your invulnerable saves. Every 2 you fail is a dead bike.
Yeah. Every dead bike hurts like hell as well.
Yeah.
So you kill 2 of them, oh god, I don't have 2 myself. Yeah.
But I thought my land speeders were quite... I quite like my land speeders. I mean, again, not great against Custodes, but they didn't die.
Well, exactly,
they held that objective. They got that objective when they needed it to. They held that objective, and then when they got that objective, so they are, again, that really fast option.
Yeah.
And what's interesting with this, I'd be tempted to bring more bikes as well. Like speed is really useful. And bikes that could zip round here, and then land speeders.
Once you get rid of my bikes,
the flyers as well.
Then you've got the advantage in speed and objective grabbing, which I don't have.
Yeah,
then.
And I really like the Storm Raven full of Terminators with a Dreadnought. Definitely going to be doing that with 5 Deathwing Knights and a Chaplain Terminator armor, and that Dreadnought still.
Yeah.
Definitely that Dreadnought with a flamer, because I love the idea of just dropping it and just flaming. And again, not so good against Custodes, but against like Harlequins, wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 2s.
Automatically hitting, wounding on 2s.
Yeah, killing half of everything. Yeah, we just wipe out
and then again, when it charges into combat, so that would have been a good thing with the Interrogator Chaplain here, is that rerolls all hits in combat.
Oh, wow.
So then, him charging in, that's, the Dreadnought hitting on 3s, rerolling everything. Yeah. It's probably 4 hits.
Yep.
That's strength 12.
Yeah. There's Dreadnoughts, if they roll well on them, it's 3 damage. It's not that common, it's quite scary. They made a mess of the bike, that one over there. Finish off the
he did well.
Yeah, he killed the
flame wasn't great, but he killed the shield captain.
Yep.
You held that objective.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good fun.
It was good fun. Cool. I think overall units performed pretty well. Trajan didn't have anything to do really.
No.
I didn't really like putting him land ready, but it's that would. I found in the other games I've played when I've deep struck him with the Terminators, I've really missed that 1 CP because I've always needed it for some charge and not had it.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't. That's why I put the Land Raider, but I didn't expect it to be turn 3 before they get out the Land Raider because it's bloody slow.
It almost would have advanced in Land Raider in turn 1.
Yeah, well, I don't think it did anything with it. It might as well have because it didn't do anything with his las cannons. Well,
thanks to patrons. Check out the Facebook page, subscribe, like, all that shenanigans. And thanks a lot for watching.
See you next time.